Hey, Paulie.
I'll link the headphones on.
What's up?
Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Look, that's good, and so Teague with the assist.
And, you know, the Hawks were great from beyond the arc, but it wasn't just one person. They did a great job of creating a space and really passing up good shots for great ones, and I think that's the mark of a true team.
On defense, Atlanta. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Horford, no luck. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Teague drives in. And it's sent back by Horford. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague. Millsap with the steal. They get a hand on it. Outside Korver. Lets the three fly. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Teague kicks to Horford. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Teague. Following the basket by Al Horford. Takes a three. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Horford the pass to Bazemore. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Bazemore's got his first points of the game.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Now here's Teague. And here's Millsap from the arc.
Kyle Korver, a true laser. I mean, the most efficient catch-and-shoot jump shooter in the league, and maybe in league history. He tallied the second ever 50-50-90 season a year ago.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And Korver now in his 13th season in the NBA. Last season was his best ever, especially shooting.
Yeah, and he credits all of his improvement to the advanced off-season training regimen. Extremely dedicated. He moved his family to Santa Barbara to be closer to his trainer, and it's paid off.
For the Hawks, Hardaway comes in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. And it's Korver in the corner. And that one's good. Millsap.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Outside Teague. Here's Korver for three. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Korver's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
But Trey, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. There's the dish to Millsap. Bazemore for three. But they recover it. Hawks passing it around. Bazemore grabs the miss.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
The Hawks were fantastic last season. After the All-Star break, that's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Hey,
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
I don't know the screen for a second.
And Kyle Korver enjoying a career renaissance, if you will, here in his 30s. A former late second-round pick. He's kicked around the league a little bit. He's really found his niche here in the motion offense of the Atlanta Hawks.
Jeff that hopefully thoughts on him on the subreddit from the chat. Like, I'm 100% sure it's either Lim or who. Like Jeff, you just gotta kind of take it in. Maybe there's some people that hate you.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Atlanta also making some changes here. Chris Humphries has checked in for Horford. For Millsap. And Thabo Cephalosha. The Hawks leading by 5.
Okay.
On Kyle Korver, drafted 50. That's back in 2003. They sold his rights to the Sixers for a little over $100,000 and used the proceeds to pay for a league fee.
Well, that, and they also bought a new color copier. Whatever the information is worth. It might sound like a mistake, but I heard that machine is very reliable.
A minute 20 on the quarter. Schroeder with the ball. To the paint. Scott can get it to go.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And for Chris Humphries, last year was a chance to sign with a playoff contender. The Wizards turned out to be even more than that, with the 4th best record in the East, and Humphries helped them to get there, averaging about 6.5 boards per game.
Getting back to Humphries, he was rolling pretty good last season, but a late season groin injury, Clark, cost him the final 16 games.
Yeah, terribly disappointing for Chris because he had become an important part of that front court rotation. He was up to almost 20 minutes a game before he went down.
Peter passes to Scott. Feeds it to Humphries. To the left wing. Hardaway again. It's Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Schroeder.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Here's and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Hawks on top, up by 12. 2K Sports, back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Atlanta.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. And it's Bazemore at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Boy, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket, on time and on target.
Millsap kicks to Horford. Off target from outside.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Back to Teague. From deep.
Oh! How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Atlanta calls timeout. Look at his contract, and Kyle Korver is a steal, Clark, at 4 years and $24 million.
Yeah, but he's a guy not only who can shoot it, clearly, but a good team defender as well. I think he's a really solid, complete player and a pro's pro in terms of the locker room.
Yeah, seems when he's on the floor, the Hawks a different team offensively.
No question.
Teague dishes to Horford. Shot from the wing. Rebound, Atlanta. Down low. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And Korver, not the longest or the most athletic, but he's disciplined and also moves his feet well. So they talk about staying on a string defensively. He's always attentive and engaged.
Now here's Teague. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Horford kicks to Korver. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. On the wing, Korver. And there's the feed to Bazemore. no luck. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
And Korver, guy who'll set a hard screen, scrap for rebounds. He's come from a basketball family. You can sense, though, his love for the game. He wants to do the little things now that help you win, and that's one reason why he was an all-star a season ago.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out in the game and slowing down for him.
Chris Humphries has checked in for the Hawks. Atlanta also making some changes here. Humphries comes in for Al Horford. And Mike Scott subbed in for Paul Millsap. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
And Teague's also athletic. You know, sometimes you forget that. I mean, this guy's got the tools also to be a terrific defender. And I still think he's developing consistency at that end of the floor.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. And speaking of Jeff Teague's defense, I mean, his rebounding, I think, could also be a little higher. I mean, with his bounce, he can get in there and grab a few more.
Here's Humphries. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 5 assists in the game. Humphries sets a pick for Teague. Bazemore for 3. That's good. Bazemore's got 5 points in the quarter.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though, they're going to have to shore up.
Now here's Teague. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Millsap slams it in.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
And he isn't the biggest body at 6'8", Clark, but Paul Millsap, very effective.
And part of his being underrated and underestimated, I think, is due to that size. But folks are finally starting to come around. That kind of production he's put up will make that happen.
Bazemore passes to Scott. Goes back up. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Jeff Teague. .56 seconds left in the first half. Humphries dishes to Korver. Teague kicks to Scott. Back to Teague. Clock at 4. There's the pick. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Scott, good.
And Millsap with over a 7-foot wingspan and also just a great nose for the ball. He gets you rebounds, blocks, and he leads all power forwards in steals pretty much every season. And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Schroeder hits them both.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Pass to Scott. Millsap with the steal. Shot is no good. That'll do it for the first half. Hawks lead by. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
The second half just about to get going here.
What a performance from Millsap here. He's got 10 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Bazemore at the 3 spot. Hawks were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.
Hawks also would wrap up the top seed in the East and were able to advance against the Nets in 6 games.
Horford the pass to Korver. A nice shot by Teague.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Pass to Millsap. From 10 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. And you gotta love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter. And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Shot's good. Bazemore's got 9.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Well, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like you actually. Runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball, the consummate role player.
He really is. And you know, you have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball, Kevin. There's only one out there.
Right.
And you're going to have 5 guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Now the pass to Horford. He kicks it to Bazemore. A three-pointer off the mark.
And, you know, going back to Kent Bazemore, he was not a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Was solid and unspectacular in college. Entered the NBA as an undrafted free agent. Exceeded everybody's expectations.
And he gets it to go.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Teague dishes to Horford. Got it. Good job in the low post. Horford's got 8.
And getting back to Kent Bazemore, I mean, he will always have a role in this league because of his defense and his positive attitude. He's the kind of guy who gets counted out early and goes on to have a legitimate 10-year NBA career.
Poke loose. To the middle. Here's Teague. No good. Good D by Hardaway.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Down low. Millsap with the steal. And Bazemore kicks to Korver. Drops the inside leaner. 7 points in the game.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's Humphries. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Clark, one thing about the Hawks last year is they were very strong on the road, as you could have guessed.
Yeah, but Kevin, they struggled a little bit down the stretch on the road, but still managed to have the best road record in the East.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Splitters checked in for Atlanta.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And that one's good. Schroeder. The Hawks trail by 8. And it's blocked by Scott. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Atlanta making some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Mike Scott. And it's Korver in for Chris Humphries. Hardaway passes to Scott. Hardaway, no good. The Hawks leading by 8. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Millsap misses.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, I think that may be their ticket out of the hole. Look for even more of those quick hitters. That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Here's Cephalosha. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
They get it back. Millsap dishes to Schroeder. Splitter sets a screen. Millsap. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Hardaway. Finished off the break.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off?
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Hawks on top. They're up by 6. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's Thabo Cephalosha. Then there's Horford. And it's Humphries in the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now, here's Schroeder. Horford with the screen on Teague. And stolen by Splitter.
That's just a foolish mistake right there, guys.
Yeah, inexcusable. You just cannot allow that to happen.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Atlanta. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here is Horford. Horford with the screen on Teague. Schroeder with the ball. Picked up by Teague. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Bazemore.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Atlanta calls timeout. And the one thing Tiago Splitter gives you every year, Clark, is consistency. The numbers, the effort, the results, all very familiar every year.
Yeah, his game is really built on the intangibles. He hustles, he knows where he's supposed to be, he gets to the right spot at the right time, crashes the boards, takes charges. He does all the little stuff.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
And for Tiago Splitter, he's been a relatively unsung player in his career, never getting his number called on offense, receiving little recognition from the media, but providing tough defense in the post. He shot over 55%, crashes the boards in the 20 minutes or so a game that he gets. So that's been good enough to really establish a productive career.
Teague for 3. Rebounded by Cephalosha.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Scott kicks to Hardaway. Fires for 3. And Kirk Heinrich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too, so nothing subtle about that one.
They get a hand on it. Here's Horford. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
We got a ball game now, fellas, no doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing after the steal and run out.
Yeah, and little sequences. Like that can change the complexion of a game. Suddenly, the pressure now on the team with the lead.
You know, getting back to Splitter, yes, you need superstars to win in this league, but you also need guys like him, guys who put the team first, will bust the gut, carry out their responsibilities on the floor, off the court, and in the locker room. You need all of that to be a championship team.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Got a piece of it. Tries to save it.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys, more desire to secure the ball.
Now here's Heinrich. Shot clock at 6. For 3. That drops.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Teague against Heinrich. Teague the pass to Bazemore. Korver gets a wide open look. Gets an open look and hits. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're leading by 13. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta on D. It's a 13-point game. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Horford, good.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Atlanta.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3, it paid off for him in the end.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Teague. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Korver kicks it to Bazemore. It's stolen by Korver. Teague with the ball. Now defended by Korver. Teague dishes to Korver. Pulls it up. Teague can't hit. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's the triple. That doesn't go in either for Teague. So it's the Hawks now. 13-point lead. Korver, good.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
Dishes to Teague. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road.